Hello, this is NinjaBob and welcome to episode 47 of Hollow Mountain. That's the mountain there behind me, and yes, it's completely hollow. It's the mountain we discovered on day one when we spawned over there in that forest and we decided to make that thing our home. And initially we just made enough room for a bed and a chest and a crafting table, and before you know it we hollowed out the entire thing and turned it into a village, and it's now populated with villagers and golems and animals and shops and farms and everything. You name it, we've got it. We've even got... Oh. I was about to say we've even got horses, but my horses are gone. Oh, hold on. The people poles are gone. The someone sticks. The mention it's gone. What's? I'm joking. You know I'm joking. Of course it hasn't just gone. Look, here's our horses. We've hidden them. The whole spirit of our Hollow Mountain world is that everything we do is sort of hidden. If you come out here at night, you'll see it glowing with the torches and everything up on the roof there, and obviously you can see we've got some lanterns down here, but during the day this place is pretty much completely invisible, and yeah, the horses are hiding down here. And as for the people poles, well, I've been threatening to get rid of them for ages now, and I've finally got round to doing it. But don't worry, you guys are not forgotten, and yes, we will be adding somebody new any second now, and there's an Enderman trying to kill himself on a cactus. What a weirdo. Anyway, yeah, I need to fix that at some point, don't I? That's really annoying. I didn't have an acacia gate with me at the time, and so I just stuck one of those back in dark oak. But yeah, I've camouflaged all of this now, so it's all acacia wood, so it's sort of slightly more invisible from far off. Now, I suspect that Anfield Angel was planning on trolling me and hiding again, but I don't think she realises that I can see her gamer tag. Now, I don't know exactly where she is. She's obviously inside the mountain somewhere, but that gives us a bit of a clue, doesn't it? That does give us a bit of a clue. Right, let's go inside, because the people poles disappearing and the horses hiding in that little hillock over there, that's not the only change we've made. We've made a few changes since the last episode. Nothing too drastic, he says. Actually, there is something quite drastic. But first of all, we can see there, sea lanterns. I've gone a bit nuts with the sea lanterns. Our Guardian farm works really quite well, and I've decided that we weren't using anywhere near enough. So I've started spamming them all over the place now. We've got this nice fancy glowstone and sea lantern thing up here, but we've got them in the floor as well. And yeah, gradually what I'm going to do is just get rid of torches from wherever I can. Sometimes torches are still the best option, sometimes up on the wall, but certainly on the floor. I had torches all over the floor down here to try and stop beasties from spawning, and it was just ugly. But now this place looks like a disco. It's like a discotheque storage room. Anyway, right, so back through here, more glowstone. Sorry, not glowstone, the other one, sea lanterns. Out here we have one other change. See if you can spot it. Yep, over there. Yeah, that's going to be our new, well, it's not going to be a mentioned monument anymore, and it's not going to be a people pole or a someone shout out stick thing. It's going to have a completely different name, but I'm going to tell you that in just a moment after we found Anfield Angel, because I suspect she's now gone into hiding, because she knows I'm coming, she knows I'm looking for her, but where she's gone I don't quite know. Possibly into here. No, let's just check upstairs. No. Okay. Oh, yeah, by the way, I've changed the glass in here. We've got some white glass at the top, and we've got some orange glass down the bottom. That started really with the roof, which we finally finished without any more incidents of me dying or Anfield Angel dying for that matter. But yeah, that's all been completely replaced now with orange stained clay, and it looks so much nicer, doesn't it? It looks so much nicer. Thank you, whoever it was who reminded me to do that, because yeah, that was definitely worth doing, and it got me in the mood for going around and replacing the glass everywhere. I've done it down at the steakhouse as well. If we just come down here just quickly over the bridge, if you'll see, it's kind of difficult to see actually, but we did have normal glass panes, but now we have white glass panes, and the stained glass is just so much nicer, so much nicer. Anyway, Anfield Angel, I didn't see her there, and I'm not seeing her. I didn't check inside the greenhouse actually. Well, not in the greenhouse, but in here in the farmer's house. Hello everyone. You guys love this place, don't you? You hang out here a lot. And our wheat farm is working really, really well, by the way. In fact, all of our farms are working really well now. The Blaze farm's working well. The Guardian farm's working well. I'm just going to check down here to see if Anfield Angel's down in the train station. Not here, not here. No. No, okay. This is seeming unlikely at this point. No, okay. I must... You kind of gave yourself away there. You would have actually got away with that. I was about to turn and run away, and then you fell out of the portal. Hello, Anfield Angel. How are you? Are you okay? Have you written your book of translations yet, or have I still got to try and work out what you're saying to me? What have you got in your hand today? What's that? I didn't see what that was. Is that a cooked salmon? Is that... No. No, oh, come on, you're changing the rules now. What's this? Oh, that's oh, these are what are they called? They're crystals, aren't they? These are yeah, these are prismarine. These are prismarine crystals, and these are prismarine shards. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, I'm gonna say, roughly translated, I'm gonna say that these mean that you've been to the Guardian Monument. Am I right? Am I right? Ah, hold on. Actually, I think I do know what you're saying to me now. I think I do know what you're saying. You're saying that we should replace these blocks here with lanterns, aren't you? Hey, I'm learning. I'm learning. This is good. Do you know what? It would be so much easier if you were just to talk to me. If you were just to talk to me. One day, maybe. Maybe. One fish for yes, two fish for no. Oh dear, that was two fish, wasn't it? Oh, I don't think we're ever going to get Anfield Angel to talk on camera. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Well, okay, well, I agree. I think that's a good idea. And you know what? This is what it's all about now, Anfield Angel. We are rapidly approaching episode 50. I do want to start finishing things off, including the train station. Although the train station's pretty much... I'm happy with the station. What I'm not happy with is the fact that we only have 1, 2, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines at the moment currently don't go anywhere, and that's bonkers. We've got to sort that out. We've got to make the most of our train station. But I guess that's a slightly lesser issue. The bigger issue is the fact that their Hollow Mountain series, which is going to probably end in a few episodes' time, isn't anywhere near finished. We've still got this massive plot here. A massive plot here, a massive plot here, and another one over there still to occupy. So we still need 4 more buildings. But I've got to say, we had some awesome suggestions in the comments recently, and we're not going to act on any of them just yet because I want to see a few more coming in. But one that stood out, and I can't remember who made the suggestion now, and I'm really sorry. I will try and remember to mention your name in the comments of this, in the description of this video. But if not, maybe I'll give you a shout out next time. But someone suggested that we need to build a home for the Derpatron. Where is the Derpatron? He's here somewhere. I've run past him about 4 times. Where's he gone? Where's the Derpatron? The Derpatron 3000. He's here somewhere. Derpatron 3000 is our Iron Golem. There he is. He's down there by the steakhouse. Hello, Derpatron. Hello. Would you like a home? Would you like a home to call your own? Yeah? See, I'm thinking that maybe over here might be quite nice for you. But Anfield Angel seems to think that maybe we should go for one of these middle buildings. Maybe sort of combine it with our town hall. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But we are not going to be doing that today. We're not going to be doing that today. We are going to be finishing off this thing over here. You've probably seen it in the background a couple of times there and you're wondering what on earth that great big mess is. But it's something I've been talking about doing for a while, actually. It's a tree. It's a giant tree. And I've got the logs laid out. And maybe I should have done that on camera, but to be honest, I was worried that I'd be sort of, putting it out, taking it down, putting it out, taking it down sort of 20 times over before I got it right. As it happens, I was actually quite happy with the way it turned out, pretty much at the first time of asking. And I will just quickly show you how I've basically done this. I'm just going to grab some logs here, just to give you the basic idea, because obviously at the moment it probably looks kind of random, a bit like a real natural tree without any leaves, obviously. But yeah, the way we do this, let me just make myself a little bit of space here. All I did is I made a space like this, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 like that, and 1, 2, 3 like that, and then completely off 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got those 2 wrong. Let me just fix those. There we go. So this one goes. Make sure you place it against the floor, right? So that's the base. And then all I did, I think I actually went up 2 layers on my tree. But then all you do really is you come up 1 layer and then do exactly the same, but just shift the pattern over slightly. So start here and then do the same thing here. So hang on, let's just make a bit of a plot for myself. There we go. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then we come around here. We go 1, 2, and we'll have to put a block underneath for a moment. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then what we do is just dig away the extra ones that we placed just now at the bottom, like that, and take those away. So basically, you've got this same 3 by 3 pattern going all the way up, but you just make it sort of go wonky as you go. So maybe at this point you do the same thing, but maybe take it 1 to the left, so that you get a sort of a kind of wonky, leaning kind of feel to it. And yeah, after you've stacked it up a few layers, it starts to really look effective. And then you make it as big as you want. Obviously, I've gone fairly small because we're inside this mountain, so we can't go too nuts with the size of the thing. But yeah, it's still pretty big, much bigger than a normal natural tree, obviously. But yeah, once we've done that, and I think I went up about 8 layers roughly, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in fact only 6. And then what I started doing was just bringing out some branches. Now again, I'm quite close to the wall and I've had to sort of accommodate that. What's wrong with you? What have you... Oh, you're looking at the chicken. Okay, I wonder what we were staring at. So yeah, what I did is once I got to about 6 or 7 layers up, I just started making these branches, and they're pretty random, to be honest. There's no real, there was no plan with those, to be honest. I just sort of went out at angles, and then every now and then just took a bit of a turn, like here. See this one? We sort of went out that way, and then I changed my mind and come back this way, and then I'll change my mind again and went that way. So just sort of get zigzaggy, kind of up and down kind of build to it, and it all starts to look very natural. And then the very bottom part, all I did is, this is, you can see the 1, 2, 3 here, and the 1, 2, 3 round the other side. All I started to do was just sort of build out sort of little stretches like this to make it look like the roots. You know, we get the roots coming out of the tree, and then what you do is just dig away a bit of the ground as well, and that makes it look like the root is going into the ground. And I'm really pleased with the way it's turned out. The only issue is it needs leaves. Lots and lots of leaves. Now the tree itself I've done out of dark oak, because I think it's pretty much become my favourite wood to build from. I did the blacksmiths out of it as well, and I really do like it. But the leaves are pretty precious when it comes to dark oak, because you need 4 saplings to grow a dark oak tree, and each dark oak tree only drops 4 or 5 saplings, so you can't really afford to waste any of the leaves. So we're going to have to use a different type of leaf, and I think we're going to go for oak, because oak is generally the one that gives us the most leaves and the most saplings for that matter. So yeah, it's definitely the easiest to replace. Anfield Angel, can we quickly have a sleep? It's night time. We shouldn't have any trouble on the inside, but seeing as we're here, we might as well. But yeah, Anfield Angel, what I want to do is gather up as many oak leaves as we possibly can and see if we can get this tree sort of fully decorated. Can I leave you to go and stock us up on oak leaves as quickly as you can? And I can hear chickens dying. That must be the cooker going off in Nindo's. Oh, let's go and see how that's doing, shall we? Actually, talking about how well the farms are doing. Let's have a quick look and see what we've got. Oh, we've got a stack and a half of chicken, and we've been eating that quite regularly as well, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We've also got an egg for some reason. Let's see what we get out of that egg. And nothing. Right, anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to cover up the top of this in oak leaves, and we're going to try and get it sort of branching out, sort of as naturally looking as we can over the top of the buildings. And then what we're going to use is vines as well. We're going to use a few vines to have it sort of dangling down to the ground, and hopefully that's going to make it look nice and natural. So I'm going to leave Anfield Angel to go and get me as many oak leaf blocks as she possibly can, and in the meantime I'm going to show you what's behind this door, because it's probably killing you by now wondering what is behind the door. This is our tribute tree. Yes, it is. This is what's going to replace the people pole shout out stick things. It's actually a proper design. Look, it's the tribute tree, and we're going to be adding someone to it today. It's Travis Honesto. Travis. Trav, hello mate. I don't know how to pronounce your surname. I'm always ruining the pronunciation of people's names, and I am sorry about that. But Travis, I appreciate all the comments you've been leaving for me on my videos lately. Not just the last one, but loads of my recent videos. And yeah, just to as a shout out to you, welcome to the tribute tree. But don't worry, everybody else that got a shout out already, you have not been forgotten. You are immortalised up here in this book. You want to look at the name of this book? That's right, it's the Book of Ninja Stars. And if we open up this book, there we go, there's the front cover, the Book of Ninja Stars. And we will be filling this book up over the next few videos. There's everybody that we've added before. Have a look down there. Hopefully you can see your name. If you can't, then let me know, just in case I have missed anybody. I had to sort of write them all down and then come back and make sure I got everybody. But I think I have got everyone, and I think we're on to the 5th page now. And yeah, we're all the way along now. I think I've got just about everyone. And the most recent one was Jonas Feldborg. We did hear him in the last episode, and of course Travis, who we've added today. So there you go. That is our tribute tree, and this is our Book of Ninja Stars. So welcome everybody, and finally we've got you somewhere proper to live and to be remembered. So there you go. Now let's see if we can get this thing looking the part, shall we? Let's see how Anfield Angel's getting on with those leaf blocks, see what she's got for us. Hopefully she's got at least a stack or so that we can start working with. Like I say, the good thing is we get so many saplings out of oak trees, is that we can afford to just shear the trees and use up all of the leaf blocks out of the trees, and not worry too much about saplings, because I've got tons and tons of spares. Have I gone past it? No, where have I gone? Oh yeah, this is it. This is the oak tree. Oh look at the leaf blocks everywhere. Okay, so Anfield Angel is shearing like crazy, so I'm going to leave her to do that, and I'm going to go and check and see what she's managed to stockpile for us already. Have you got some stocked up for us already back in the chest room? If I go over there, will I find some? Yeah? Okay, alright, lead the way. Show me where they are. See what you've got for us. So this down here, this is where we keep all our wood supplies. Oh, and Anfield Angel just slammed the door in my face. It's a little bit rude, but okay. So what have you got, Anfield Angel? I'm going to let you bring them to me. Let's see what you've got. You've got... no? Nothing? Should I get them myself? I'll get them myself. Oh, wow! Holy cow, I did not realise we had that. Have you managed to get them today? Surely not. No, not all of them. That can't be true. That's bonkers. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Well, we've got a few leaf blocks then, so I think we're going to be alright. Let's go and decorate our tree. Do you know what, Enfield? You might want to join us, because I think we've probably got enough to go around. Are you going to go and carry on shearing? Alright, you go carry on shearing, but if you fancy a change, if you fancy a break, if you fancy coming and doing some actual block placing, then yeah, come and join us. I should have brought some shears with me, I guess, just in case I place any wrong and want to get rid of them, but I guess I've got my Silk Touch axe on me, and I guess I can use that. So let's go inside and stack our way up. In fact, I don't even need to stack our way up, because we've actually put some ladders on the inside, and hopefully we can climb up this way and up this way, and there we go, we're up inside the tree. So we do have to be a little bit careful with this, just to make sure it doesn't turn into a sort of beastie trap, because yeah, obviously there's a good chance. We've got torches up here for the moment, but as we start placing blocks, it's going to get a bit dark up here, and it could start getting a little bit dangerous, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Obviously we're gonna the leaf blocks, nothing can spawn on anyway, I don't think. And we are going to leave some light sources up here, hopefully, to just try and make it look a bit more... Just to make it look nice, really, just a decoration. Right, okay, so we're going to place... I guess we just need to spam them everywhere, but what we're going to do is we're going to spam them around the branches. I think that's the real trick, is to spam them around the branches. I'm going to leave that torch there, actually, as a little source of light for us. And then what we want to do is we don't want to completely cover up the branches, and we also don't want to fall off the tree if we can help it. But look at that. Straight away you can see how that's starting to look. That's starting to look quite natural. So what we're going to do is we're going to build out from the branches first of all. And then what we'll do is, because inevitably we're going to end up with gaps in between the branches. So what we'll do is we'll fill out the we'll do the branches first of all, and then what we'll do is we'll start to sort of fill out the gaps around it afterwards, just to try and make it just to make it look fuller. We don't want gaps. We don't want it to make it look too sort of bare, you know. So hopefully this is going to work. So yeah, you can get leaf blocks, by the way. If you didn't know, you can get them from you can either use shears or you can use your Silk Touch tools if you've got any. But I would recommend not using your Silk Touch, because it uses them up quite quickly and it's a bit of a waste. But yeah, it is one way of doing it. In fact, we've actually got a lot of our leaf blocks accidentally, almost, really, because yeah, when you're chopping down the trees, I've got a Silk Touch axe. This diamond axe here is Silk Touch, so whenever I'm chopping down trees, I'm always accidentally taking down leaf blocks as well. So yeah, that is one way of getting them, but like I say, the better way of getting them is just to use shears. It does use the shears up quite quickly as well, in fairness, but they're obviously a lot cheaper than diamond axes and other diamond... And I've fallen again. The good news is I can't fall far enough to kill myself like I might have accidentally done last time. Ah, dear, yeah, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? That was embarrassing. Oh, dear, I don't know if I'm ever going to hear the end of that. I was seeing all the face palms in the comments. Just everybody I can't believe you did it again, Bob. You know what? I can't believe I did it again either. That was just in almost exactly the same spot as well. I'm sitting there talking about, oh man, like last time I did that and it was so embarrassing. And then I did it almost straight away, exactly the same as before, exactly the same. And it was exactly the same mistake. I thought I was crouching, I wasn't. I got a bit too cocky and a bit too sure of myself and started jumping around. And oh, have you got some leaf blocks, or do you want some more from me? Do you want some more? Oh, you've got. Okay, all right. Well, let me know if that. Just okay, you think you're funny, don't you? You think you're funny. Do you know what? Some of the people in the comments think you're funny as well, but I don't. I think you're a pain. But you do also sometimes help. Sometimes. Right, let's see. Okay, I thought, you know what, for a second I thought, I've pushed my luck and she's going to come back and hit me in the back of the head, but she didn't. She knows she's a pain, that's why. Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to come around here. So this is the awkward part in this particular build, because we want to try and make the tree look natural, but obviously it's right up against the wall. I did consider building the tree in one of the other I'm sorry, I was only joking. Don't start on me. And you know I'm a better shot than you anyway. I think we've established that well and truly over the last, over the last 40-odd episodes. But not only that, in our previous worlds, I think we've established that I'm probably the better shot out of the two of us. So yeah, let's not get into that, eh? Let's not get into that. We lost enough XP in the last level. Although you helped yourself. You were quick enough to help yourself to my XP after I died. I guess that's fair enough. It's better than it going to waste. And in fairness, we're not short of XP these days. You know, we've got farms all over the place, haven't we? We've got our zombie farm, and we've got our blaze farm, our gold farm. All of them give us XP as well as the material. So yeah, I guess I shouldn't complain too much. XP is not something we have a problem with in this world. We've done all right. So there we go. Right. So we've got a couple of branches there, and you see here I'm starting to just sort of fill out the gaps in between, so that we don't end up with sort of too much of a big gap in between each leaf block. We're trying to make it look sort of as full as we possibly can, to make it look like a nice big healthy tree. And yeah, like I say, what we'll do afterwards is we'll get some vines as well, and try and get them sort of drooping down off the end of the branches, just to try and make it look even more natural, kind of like a big willow tree actually. You don't get willow trees in Minecraft, which is a shame, because they're lovely trees, and they'd be nice to have in Minecraft, but we don't get them. But hopefully we can try and make this look a little bit like a willow tree, and yeah, we'll see how effective we can do this. Let's see if we can bring this one round this way like that. There we go. So I think the trick with this is to not place in every single block. That would be easier. If I'm honest, it would be easier. Oh, it'd be easier than. Oh look, I'm down to 2.5 hearts. I've not been eating. Oh man. Right. Okay. Let's have something to eat. There we go. We've got a full belly now. Hopefully our hearts will still start to fill up again. There we go. The hearts are filling up. Yeah, I think the real trick to this is not to place in every single block. If you make it too solid, you end up falling off the tree all the time. What's wrong with me today? I can't stay on the tree. See, the trouble is I need to bounce around so that I can get from one branch to the other, but I also need to crouch. Those two things don't really go hand in hand. Right, let's carry on placing blocks. Where's Anfield Angel up to? She's over there. Are you still okay for leaf blocks? Do you need any more? Are you okay? You look like you're okay for the moment. So yeah, we're going to have a couple of problem areas. I think that one might be a problem for us over there, because we're really, really close to that building over there, and I don't want to interfere with the look of that building. So if we have to adjust the sort of shapes of the branches, then I would rather do that than adjust the building, because I'm really happy with that house. It's one of my favourites, and I really want to keep it sort of looking as close to how it looks right now, without changing too much. But what I do like the fact that we've kept those torches inside. I think that looks really nice actually. It just sort of makes it glow in the dark. Well, it's not dark in here, but you know what I mean. It's not exactly daylight either, and you get that little glow coming out from inside the trees. I think it makes it look pretty. And I think one of the other things we might do as well is also use glowstone. We might use glowstone sort of hanging off of. We use fence posts hanging down, which is, it's a bit of a weird thing, I guess, a bit of a weird idea, but I think I've seen it done before. I've seen it done before on much, much bigger trees. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not sure if it'll work on this tree, because this tree's quite small compared to some of the ones that I've seen before. But I think it's starting to take shape. I guess what we should do at this point, I think it's getting dark again, isn't it? Oh, it's already dark. Crikey. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go and have a quick sleep, but that'll give me an opportunity to sort of have a look at it from a bit of a distance and see how it's shaping up. But I think we do need a few more leaf blocks further down here. Right, let's do it. Let's go and have a sleep. Let's go over to the house and have a quick sleep. Down into the water. Oh, missed. That hurt. Right, let's go over here and have a quick sleep, and then in the morning we can have a look back and see how the tree is starting to look. Hopefully Anfield Angel is over here already. She's not. Okay, Anfield Angel, you're going to jump into bed for us, and then we'll have a look at this tree in the morning and see how it's starting to shape up. How are we doing for leaf blocks? Oh, we've still got tons left. We are not going to have a problem with leaf blocks whatsoever. Not a problem whatsoever. Let's have a look at this thing. It's still looking a bit sparse, isn't it? You hear the chickens? Do you hear the chickens? There they go. We just got there just in time for that. That's the Nindo's oven doing its thing. So it's still looking a little bit thin at the moment. So I think what we do is I think the branches look fine. The branches look fine. What we need to do is fill up the top. Do you know what, guys? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut ahead in the video is what I'm trying to say. We're going to cut ahead in the video. Me and Anfield Angel are going to do a little bit more work on this and see if we can't get this thing finished and show you this before the end of the episode. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back once again, and there you can see the tree behind us, and it's starting to take shape, and Anfield Angel's flirting with the iron golem. Leave him alone. Yeah, it's starting to take shape, isn't it? It's starting to look good. We've actually run out of leaf blocks for the time being. I think we've got a handful left, but it does need quite a few more up on the very top of it. From here, it's starting to look okay, but the roof's a little bit hollow. If we were to go and look at it from the top right now, yeah, you'd be able to see sort of straight down it. Not completely, actually, but it just needs a little bit more fullness to it. But I think it's starting to look pretty good now. I think the only thing it's missing now is vines. Anfield Angel, have you got any vines on you by any chance? Have you got any? Oh, you have. Good stuff. Tell you what, I don't know how many you've got, but sort of give me half of what you've got and we'll grab a few. I don't want to go nuts with this. I don't want vines everywhere. How many have we got here? I've got... You've given me 2 stacks. Okay, I think you might have overestimated slightly. I was thinking of putting like 8 up there. You know, like maybe 12. Don't forget, because they're going to come they're going to sort of dangle down, aren't they? And I don't want them. I don't want them everywhere. I mean, crikey, 2 stacks. We could bury this thing. I just want to get to the sort of right to the tips of the branches, and then put just a couple towards the edges. So I'm going to see if I can make my way up through the inside, actually. I can see Anfield Angels stacking up with leaf blocks. I hope they're not going to go to waste. I hope you've got shears or something on you. But yeah, let's just go up inside. But this is cool, isn't it? Look, you can actually come up inside it, and we can make ourselves a bit of a treehouse. But you can see what I mean. Inside, yeah, it's not completely empty, but there's a big gap there and a big gap over here. So we've still got a bit more to do, but we need to go and shear some more leaf blocks. But I think from the outside, or certainly from the ground level, I think it is starting to look the part. It's starting to look pretty much exactly how I wanted it to look. So yeah, very, very happy with that. So let's grab ourselves some vines and stick, I'd say, 1 here maybe. And obviously they're going to grow down eventually. Vines will make their own way down. We don't have to do anything to them. We did have a vine farm, actually, originally, way back when in this series. But yeah, that's not something we need, to be honest. It's not something we need a lot of, so I'm not going to go crazy making another vine farm. But if you did fancy building one, all you need is just a row of blocks with 1 vine at the top of it, and they'll grow down. And then all you do is you shear them. The important thing is that you remember to shear from the bottom upwards, so that you get them all. If you shear from the top, then the bottom ones will just sort of fall away and you lose them, and then you fall off the tree again. Just for a change. Right, so I think what we'll do is we'll do a couple lower down like that, and it's a shame because they're obviously not going to grow right now, so you're not going to get to see this finished off. But hopefully you're getting the idea, and you just imagine this with these few vines that we've placed sort of drooping down, and I think it's going to look awesome. I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. Like I say, all we need to do now is fill in the roof. So I think that will just about do. We finally have a proper place to give mentions out to our subscribers. There we go. There we go. Got some vines starting to grow. There's just the first one there. So that's starting to grow, and hopefully you can see how that's going to look. I reckon it needs probably another one over here somewhere. Let's just grab that. Grab a stack of blocks like that, and then we can go up like this and see if we can reach. I reckon we need one. I've not quite got to where I want it to be. I think sort of somewhere around there. That should do it. That's fine. That's perfect. And we'll stick another one there as well. What the hell? Right, so I think that's, yeah, like I said, I think that's starting to look the part. Hopefully by the time you join us for the next episode, we'll have some more leaf blocks and have it all filled in. And also the vines will have had a chance to grow. And this thing will look good. But like I say, we now have a proper place where we can come and give a mention to our subscribers for doing whatever they do, for leaving nice comments, for leaving fan art, or yeah, whatever it may be. And interesting idea, Anfield Angel. I like it. I like it a lot. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, so we can climb up into our treehouse without having to have ugly ladders everywhere. That's a really good idea. Well done. I like that a lot. Anyway, right, Anfield Angel, I think we're just about out of time for today's video. Thank you for all your help today. Thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed episode. I've lost track of what number we're on. 47, isn't it? Whatever number it is, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please leave a like. If you haven't, then I guess you're going to go and do that other thing. But I hope you have enjoyed it. And hopefully I will see you all again in another video very soon. Bye! Oh, I knew you were going to do that. I knew it.